Okay, let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? I'm just so weird. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Honeymoon phase is over, y'all. You're gonna get to see me in all of my randomness and all of my weirdness and all just like the really just dumb shit I do day to day. So hopefully that's okay with you all, because honestly that's just who I am. So, you know, get used to it. But today's tutorial is going to be more of a technique based tutorial focusing on how I do my eyeshadow. This look that I'm doing specifically today is a little bit more of a bold eyeshadow look for sure, but it is one in which I really focus on the shape of my eyes and the reasons why I'm placing products in different areas, and really just breaking down those types of steps. So it's a little bit of a longer video. Hopefully you don't mind that. But I thought it was really important because what you never get to see on YouTube these days is the why behind, you know, what we're putting where and the reason why we're using certain colors and shapes and things like that. So I really wanted to focus on that for you all. And that's why I'm forwarding through the foundation piece, because by now you should have already seen my foundation routine. If you haven't, please go ahead and watch it. But please keep watching and we'll jump right into the eyeshadow tutorial as soon as I am done setting my under eyes and touching up my contour. Okay, so what I really want to focus on for this look is how I do my eyes. I want to focus on like my eye shape, and also like the types of, not so much the colors I'm going to use in my eyes, but like the placement and why I do it, because I think it's important when you're doing your eye makeup for different, like, you know, shapes and sizes of the eye to keep in mind why you're placing product there as opposed to just doing it and throwing it on and going. Okay, so I'm going to just even out my lid really quickly with just my powder that I used earlier, my Mineralize Skinfinish Natural. Just to give it like a nice even tone. And then same thing with my other eyes. Under eyes. God. And next, what I want to do is I'm going to just look at my eye shape, right? So my eye shape, actually, let me zoom you guys in really quickly, closer for you. So my eye shape, I have a pretty almond-shaped eye, but when you're looking at my eyelids or my eye space in general, I have a good amount of lid space. But if you look at the breakdown of where my crease is, where my lid is, and then where my upper lid is, most of my lid space falls underneath my brow to my crease. So what I like to do, and what is I think important for people that have my type of eye to do, is really balance out the space. That's actually important for just anyone in general. You really want to make sure you're balancing out the space between your lid, your upper lid, your crease, all that good stuff. So I'm almost going to work in the reverse from where a lot of people start. And I do this a lot because I like to find balance. So I'm going to go to my contour kit from Anastasia. And I'm going to start in my crease, or actually it's not my, I'm starting slightly above my crease. And I'm going to kind of create a transition tone. I'm using a blending brush because I want it to be more of a gradient effect and more of like a soft focus. This color you're not going to see too much of, but I'm just going to start to really build up the tone in my crease just slightly. What I want you to also notice, or what I want to point out, is this point, I'm not going to go any higher than this. So the highest point I blend this out, which is about right there, is the highest I'm going to take any color in general, because like I said, I want to balance out my my upper lid with my lower lid, okay? So now I'm going to go in with Raizin. It's a blush, but I really like using it, honestly, on my eyes. And I'm going to start in that same area because I want you guys to see this color a little bit more. I could have gone in with Raizin originally, but I want this to kind of blend into that crease tone, or that lid, well, it's kind of a crease tone. I'm doing a tighter circular motion, and I'm okay with some of that Raizin hitting my lid. I'm completely okay with that. So if that happens, that's fine. Okay, just a little bit more color. And then notice also that I haven't really done like any type of cat motion yet. I just want to really focus on this rounded part of my eye. If I were to do more of a cat kind of wing, I can do that, but I'm gonna not go too far past this part of my brow. And I'm just gonna slightly, this is whatever's left on the brush at this point, just to wing that out. So then let's go for something a little bit darker. I'm gonna take Embark from MAC. Same brush. I'm working lightest to darkest, so I really don't mind if I add more color to it, especially if you don't have a lot of brushes. That's a great way to do that. So now I'm gonna just take that brush into the outermost corner of my crease, and I'm gonna place it and just kind of wiggle it. The product itself is mostly on the tip of the brush, but but wiggling it and what using the blending brush is going to allow for is the sides of the brush are going to actually blend out that product as well. Keep it nice and tight because I don't want to blow my lid out too far, right? And I want my crease just to be right in here. The pressure that you use is going to be really, really important too. I'm not using too much pressure for this portion. And if I want to blend out a little bit more, I just go back to that Raizin and just really softly get rid of that seam. Okay. Shouldn't have too much product up through here at this point. This is why some people use tape if they just like want to give themselves a guide, but I know that I'm not going to go past this imaginary line right there. But notice I still haven't gone any higher than that first color that I took. This is just keeping it nice and tight to the lid. And also notice that most of my color that I'm playing with at this point is in that outer corner of my eye. That's where I want most of the depth. If I do take any product in through here, it's just whatever's left on the brush just to kind of even out the depth in the crease. Okay, so by now your color should be really nice and gradient. It shouldn't look stampy at all. It should just look like a nice like kind of gradient tone. You shouldn't really be able to tell one color from another. Now on my lid, I'm gonna take, let's go for Cranberry. This is another MAC color. I'm using a custom MAC palette that I created a little bit ago, and I'm using just a nice flat eyeshadow brush because this product has a good amount of shimmer to it. And I feel like this brush works really nicely with laying down shimmery product without giving me too much fallout. And I'm going to place this color all over my lid, and I'm just going to pat it gently. And it's literally like a really cranberry tone. And by now you're going to see that like my crease in comparison to my lid looks pretty cool tone. So sometimes what I'll do, and that I'll do this near the end, is if I decide I need to warm up my crease a little bit more, I'll just take more like Raizin, for instance, and I'll go back and just sweep that color along my lid. Next color that I want to use, same brush that I just lost. This is honestly it's gonna be mostly MAC product because that's just what I use. I'm taking a color called In Orbit. This was a electric cool eyeshadow, and it looks like this. It's just like a super shimmery tone. Take that color into this innermost corner. A little bit more Fix Plus. Nice. So I really want that In Orbit color just to go from the inner corner just to about halfway. And then if you do have any fallout, just really gently. And now I'm going to take that Raizin color like I just mentioned before and just warm up my crease just slightly just to kind of even it out. Nice. Now for my bottom lash line, sorry, I had to pick up a product. I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to take a traditional eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use the very tip of it. I'm going to take that Everyone's Darling color along my bottom lash line. And since I want this look to be pretty dramatic, I'm going to blow it out pretty far down. I think I'm going to take Embark in the outermost corner. Is that right? I don't know. I feel illiterate today. Sorry. Yeah, just to darken up that outer corner. Nice. So at this point, I'm going to take a break. Before I do my eyeliner, I'm going to actually do my brows. So I like my brows pretty dramatic, honestly. So sometimes that's why I don't decide on my eyeliner, or I don't do my eyeliner until I do my brows, because sometimes I'll change how dramatic I want my eye to go. So at this point, like I'm thinking, and especially since I'm going out anyways, let's just make the eye a little bit darker. So I'm gonna take from my custom MAC palette that I created, I'm gonna take Sketch, take that into the crease with a little bit more of a defined brush. I'm gonna really just deepen it up. And then I'm gonna do outer corner, so about halfway. And then let's go ahead and do liner. So I think I'm gonna use my Blacktrack liner today, and it's just a Fluidline pot. You can use whatever pot you're most comfortable with, or just use any liner that you're most comfortable with. And I'm gonna do pretty dramatically. Do you see how janky my little brush is? It's one of my favorites. And the brush is still good. I just stripped the paint, or whatever that is, so I don't want to throw it away. But I probably could have grabbed another brush for camera. Oh well. At least you know I'm real. Okay, so the next product I'm gonna go in with that I was just talking about is just my E.L.F. liner. I got this, I think I've had this a long time ago, a really long time ago, but I got this recently, like about a month ago, and I've been super impressed with it. Like, for it being $2, I think it was $2 or $1, I can't remember, but for it being hella cheap, it's pretty bomb. The finish of this eyeliner is a little bit more of like a patent leather finish, so it has like a slight shine, and I really like that. So then, as always, I take that liner from NYX. So I zoomed you back out slightly because I want to, well, you don't need to be that up close while I apply lashes. And I want to make sure, I try to look at my eyeliner honestly from every different angle, because I want to make sure that it goes on nice and straight and nice and even. And then I also will sometimes touch up my eyeliner over my lashes. I actually do that a lot. So let's go ahead and do lashes right now. So, funny story. I ran out of memory. It's not even that funny of a story. I ran out of memory, so I had to figure shit out. And then while I was doing that, I got bored, so I just finished my eyes. But you really didn't miss much. And by finishing my eyes, I literally mean like I put my other lash on. I touched up my eyeliner, because I always touch up my eyeliner after I've done my eyelashes, and then I put a little bit of bottom mascara on, but I literally want to put more bottom mascara on because I like them dark, and that mascara, that upward lash that I love, is not dark enough. So, but let's get into the lip, shall we? I genuinely don't know what lip I'm doing. That's about all. I know, actually, I mean, who am I playing? I love me a neutral lip, so let's just go ahead and do a neutral lip. Taking Chesnut, my tried and true, my boo. I'm going to shade in my lip. I'm going to take Runway Hit from MAC. And mine is dirty because I'm literally always mixing lipsticks. So hold on. I'm just going to blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. I'm going to take Stone. Make it a little more mauve-y. And then let's do some last minute touch-ups, okay? So let's go ahead, and because I'm a highlight fiend, let's touch up my under eyes. And then let me go get my hair on, and we'll be done. 1 minute. And you guys, 70 years later, there you have it. This is the completed look. It is a pretty dramatic eye. Honestly, we could go more dramatic next time. I think I want to do this in levels. Neutral matte lip. I like to kind of balance out, honestly, the eye and the lip. So I didn't want to go too warm on the lip. I didn't want to go too cool on the lip. Pretty like satiny, semi-matte skin. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, why not? And then also hit the bell button to get notifications on when I post new videos. Bye guys.